Welcome everyone. In this video lecture, we'll learn about crystal diode as rectifiers. As we have studied in earlier video lecture that diode conducts current in only one directions, and in reverse directions it will not allows the current flows through it. This property of the diode is used in rectifiers. Now first come to what is rectifiers. So rectifier is an electronics device which can convert an AC into pulsating DC. As you see in this figure, if we give an sinusoidal AC signal as input to a rectifier circuit or output, we obtain pulsating DC. That means pulsating DC means we obtained some amount of AC along with DC. That we will not able to get the pure DC in case in rectifier output. So and this type of DC is known as pulsating DC. This pulsation can be further removed by using filter circuits. So the rectifiers are two types. One is half wave rectifiers, another one is full wave rectifiers. Now first come to half wave rectifiers. This is the circuit diagram for the half wave rectifiers. Here a single crystal diode act as a half wave rectifiers. As you see in this case, the single crystal, here one diode is used, p-n junction diode is used, which act as a rectifier. The AC supply to be rectified is applied in series with the diode and the load resistance RL, where the output is collected. As you see in this case, the diode is connected in series with the load resistance RL, where the output is collected. Generally the AC supply is given through a transformer. The AC supply is given through a transformer. Why we use transformer? There are two advantages of the use of transformer, that it allows to step up or step down the AC input voltage according to the situation. That means if you want the 12 volt DC, then the here we use a step down transformer, so the 230 volt AC supply will step down to 12 volt. Then we can able to get output across this load at 12 volt DC. So that is one advantages, that it allows to step up or step down the AC input voltage according to the situation. And secondly, the transformer isolates the rectifier circuit from the power lines, that and reduces the risk of electric shock. That it reduces the risk of electric shock and isolates the circuits. This is isolates it separates the circuit, so so reducing the risk of electric shock. Now this is the circuit details of the half wave rectifiers. Now coming to the operations. So in this case, here the AC supply is given to the primary winding of the transformer, and this AC input will be appear across the secondary winding. As you see in this case, V in across the AB in the secondary winding. As you see in this case, we give the sinusoidal input signal as AC supply. So during the positive half cycle, as you see in 0 to t by 2, during the positive half cycle 0 to t by 2, the end A becomes positive, this end becomes positive, and this end becomes negative. So the p-n junction diode, this makes this positive, and this condition makes the p-n junction diode forward biased, and hence conduct current. And during the negative half cycles, as you see t by 2 to t, this side becomes negative, and this side with respect to this side, so the diode becomes reverse biased, so it will act as a open switch. Under these conditions, it will conduct no current. So the current flows to the diode during the positive half cycle of input AC voltage only, and blocks during the negative half cycle. As you see, during the positive half cycle 0 to T by 2, the current appears across the diode, and during the negative half cycles T by 2 to T, there will be no current. As you see in this case, 0 to T by 2 will there will be there will current appear across the low, there will be current flowing through the diode, and during negative half cycle there will be no current. In this way, the current flows to the load RL in the same direction. As you see, the current flows to the diode in the same directions. As you see in this case, this is the same directions. Hence, DC output is obtained across the load, and it may noted that the output across the load is pulsating DC. That means there is some amount of AC is mixed with DC. This pulsation in the output are further removed with the help of filter circuits. This pulsation can be we can removed by use of filter circuit, which will study in the later sections of this video. Now, so the process of removing one half of the input signal to establish a DC label is called half wave rectification. So what is half wave rectification? The process of removing one half of the input signal to establish a DC label is known as half wave rectifications. Now, coming to the output frequency of half wave rectifiers. As you know that a waveform complete cycle when it repeats the same wave pattern over a given time. As you see in this figure, the AC input repeats the same wave pattern over 0 to 360 degree. As you see, the AC input signal repeats its pattern after 0 to 360 degree. It will continue like this, and 360 degree to 720 and so on. The output waveform also repeats its pattern over 0 to 360 degree. As you see in this case, here the output waveform repeats its pattern during this positive half cycle. Again, this pattern will be repeated, and so the output waveform also repeats the same waveform pattern over 0 to 360 degree and 360 degree to 720 degree and so on. This means when the input AC completes one cycle, the output half wave rectifier also completes one cycle. That means when the input completes one cycle, the half wave output of a half wave rectifiers also completes one cycles. In other words, the output frequency is equal to its input frequency. That means the output frequency of a half wave rectifier is equal to its input frequency. That means F out equal to F in. So in case of a half wave rectifier, only one half of the AC voltage is rectified, for the other half we will get 0 voltage. As you see in this case, for positive half cycle we will get voltage, and is negative half cycle it will be blocked. I hope you will understand the half wave operation of half wave rectifiers. Thank you very much. Thank you for your watching.